Okay, now for the filters of the study, going more in depth on those. It was a 6-month period between January and June of 2011, so this was done a few years ago. USA residents only, just to make it as close to American English as possible. Each user they used for this study had to have active engagement with a mutual social network, so at least 2 replies both ways, at least separated by at least 2 weeks. Filters out a bunch of spam accounts, one-way conversation with celebrities, one-time conversations. You know, the usual stuff you see on social media. Uh, and it also, each person that they put on this study had to have at least 4 to 100 mutual mentioned friends. Filtered out That filters out news media, corporations, celebrities, stuff like that. They wanted to make it as much as the the normal person using Twitter as possible. The variables outlined specifically by the article. The dependent is the gender of the author, the person writing the tweet. The independents are the 10,000 most frequent lexical term items in the corpus. Traditionally, gender is the independent variable. Usually they switch in other studies. They didn't want to do this for this specific study, but if you look at other studies from, before them, for this article, um, you might see that traditionally gender is an independent variable. How do you check gender? They use the Social Security Administration of a lot of names to make sure. The only infrequent ones they had were Sherilyn, Kaylin, and Zeno. The main thing is that some people may be worried about, well, what about ambiguity? Like what if somebody just has a name that maybe they're a guy named Alexis or maybe they're a girl named Noah. Um, Ambiguity is rare in this study. Um, the median user has a name that is 99.6% associated with the majority gender. And this study specifically looks at aggregate trends rather than individual case studies. So, and obviously from the 14,464 users, it's too many people to go through and specifically look at, Uh, so, but that was just for this study. I'm sure there's probably been other ones that have looked more in depth at things like this. All right, so here we get to the tables. I won't read every single thing on the slide. Mainly what I put up here are the definitions of the words that have changed on the table here from previous literature to their analysis. And the one I specifically wanted to talk about is the swear and taboo words. They're not really female related, but the article says, well, women are seen as more emotional. They use more emotional words. They use more emoticons and emojis. Swear words and taboo words are also related to strong, passionate emotions. Why are these not a female thing? And the article mentions maybe that it's prestige. Maybe they want to be like, oh, I'm a woman. I can't swear in front of people because it's improper. However, because of use of abbreviations like OMG and LOL and whatever other abbreviations they found within this study, it's unlikely. It kind of goes against that idea, but the idea is there. Table 2, this one brings up an interesting point. So specifically looking at named entities, where female percentage is 1.94 and male percentage is 2.51. It's a big difference, but it's a difference that brings up the problematic of just looking at this graph. So named entities are